Welcome everyone to another Maandag Vragen Antwoord, which apparently, and I'm sure I've done it completely wrong, is Dutch for Monday Question and Answer. Or at least that's according to Mies Mask, or Mies Maske. So some updates on the channel. I've been working on the Skybox The Final Frontier video. That was my latest one of the Machinima series, which is the Direct Me competition where people have sent me in scripts to perform basically in game. I've got one more that I'm doing for the competition, and then those will be done. And I know that the past two, some people haven't liked them so much, so I've been putting this one off, doing this last one, a bit worried about the editing, but I'll definitely have it out by tomorrow evening, or at the latest on Wednesday morning, so I'll be editing it tomorrow. Anyway, I'll get on to the questions. Lelion Modir says, question, well actually it's an order. Will you make videos in 60 FPS please? I beg you, please sir. PS2 in 60 FPS, cat face. So basically, for the moment, I'm not doing videos in 60 FPS, and the only reason for that is because the file size kind of doubles. And for me, uploading a video can take up to 4 hours, and that's when I've compressed it a lot, and I always compress it to 30 FPS. But I should be moving in the next month or so, and very hopefully I'll be getting fibre optic broadband, so basically I'll have no restrictions on quality. I'll just be able to upload whatever I want. At the moment I've got a 1 megabit or 2 megabit line, somewhere in between. It might even be 1 megabit and a half, so uploading things is a real pain in the arse. But maybe I will do a token 60 FPS one and leave it uploading all day, but that's why I currently edit my videos down in a bit of quality. You can notice it if you've gone to 1080p, they're not quite full quality. Max Mueller says, but I love Dark Elf Druid, what can I do now? Angry face, and then it goes slowly into a crying face. I think you'll need to go more MLG so Senpai will notice you. Raquel Vasquez says, do you speak any other language besides English? Well, I speak bits of languages. I can speak a bit of German. I tried to learn it on Duolingo, but I haven't really got that far with it. Actually, it's something that annoys me a bit, because I did French pretty much all my life as a child. I did it in primary school, so probably when I was like 10, up till secondary school, so probably about 6 years I did French. But I was really good until like the last year. I had like a teacher missing, and we had a supply teacher, and I guess I just lost all interest because they weren't passionate about the subject and they couldn't control the class, and I've sort of fallen out of the languages game. But anyway, I do very much regret the fact that I didn't push myself harder and go to learn a language, because being an English person, and a lot of English people are very content in only knowing one language, but it is a big ticket into getting jobs and roles and things, and it's always good on your CV. And a lot of European countries, or generally the world countries, can speak 2 languages. They can speak English. So yeah, I do regret it actually, not learning something. Xanthi says, okay, be honest now, where did the name T-Face is King come from? Well actually, the Toast Face is King is my YouTube, and T-Face is Ming is my Reddit name, so you've got the two mixed up there. But basically, Toast Face is King came first. I honestly don't know what like chat board it was, it was just probably the first chat board I'd ever been on when I was about 13, and I guess I just went with Toast Face is King. I'm not sure why. I think I was a toast face icon in the chat board, so when I went from the chat board into YouTube I was like, Toast Face is King. That's pretty cool, it was my first icon. Well, it would have been my first icon, maybe I was older than that, I'm not sure, but it was in a chat board, I've never really used it before, with just loads of random people. And then T-Face is Ming is just basically Toast Face is King. Instead of toast you got T, and instead of a king it's like the Chinese Ming. So those are my two names. I kind of wish that my channel wasn't named Toast Face is King, but I set it probably like a year or so ago, and apparently you can't change it now, so I can't change it to Joshino. And anyway, there's another Joshino with no videos, so I kind of wish I could take his channel. Samuel Elkin says, hey Joshino, it appears your observer cam movements are a bit choppy. Do you have your mouse on a low sensitivity? I think if you increase your sensitivity, you'll be able to pan around a lot more smoothly. Thanks for your video. No, thank you. But yeah, with the smoothness, and there's sort of a balance between the two, because if you put it too high, you sort of not choppily, but you zoom from one shot to another and it's really hard to control. But with a low sensitivity, sometimes you miss the action because you're trying to move your mouse across, so maybe I haven't got completely the balance yet. Maybe I should slightly up the sensitivity, because what I did, I completely lowered it, thinking that I could get a smooth camera, but obviously because of that, I've now had to move my mouse over on the mouse pad and keep swiping it. Andy Dye says, will you ever post videos on other games besides CSGO and Planetside 2? Free to play, of course. Well, yeah, I think I will post other games, but I think a lot of the time I wonder whether my contributions are that interesting for other games. Just generally because a lot of other content creators are out there doing videos for other games, but I've started playing quite a bit of Hearthstone, getting really into it, and I've started playing a bit of Battlefield 4, but at the same time, it's very similar to Planetside 2, and as long as there's good fights on, I'd rather play Planetside 2 at the moment. Although Battlefield 4 is very visually compelling and its environments are very nice, you do feel it's very empty at times because of the 64 people rather than having a full, well, how many ever would be on a little hex, anywhere upwards from 100 could be there. But yeah, I do put CSGO videos out if they're good, but it's harder for me to know what people would want to see of other games, rather than Planetside 2 where I know the game kind of in and out, and I know what people might want to see. Does anyone have any ideas for games? I'm actually going to start playing Evolve. I'm going to give that a go. Maybe I'll put a video up. But actually, there's something to mention is when I start twitching, which will be when I get the better internet, I'll also be playing random games on that, and maybe it'll have highlights from it. So then I can have stuff that I think is good and of high quality, and that take a bit of editing. I can do those as in their own area, and then do random let's play sort of things and on a different sort of section of my channel, just so that I have quality and also just generally highlighting games and things. Anyway, thanks for your questions, everyone. If you've got a question for next week, just put it in the comment section below. And yeah, just general things like if you like the video, give it a like, check out my other videos, and if you want to see more of me or hear more of me, subscribe. Until next time, everyone, Joshino.